Welcome to Wednesday's Word of Wisdom. Today, we're doing a spiritual checkup. Yay! Come on back and let's check things up. And we're back. So I know at the beginning of the year, David and I would do spiritual checkups right after our 21-day fast. We were feeling on fire. We came out swinging at the enemy like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, like a if you watch horse races, like those horses coming out of the gates. We were strong. We felt like we were on top of the world, like enemy 1, 2, bam. Where are we now, right? We're now in August. Where are we now? Are we still flexing our spiritual muscles? Are we still swinging? Are we still spending an hour into the presence of the Lord? Are we reading and praying daily, meditating and magnifying as Bishop has challenged us to? Where are we now? Where are you now? Well, I'm going to admit, I've had my days where I was not where I was supposed to be. And, the Lord had to get my attention for me to get back. And it made me think of this passage of scripture. This is Matthew 26, and I'm starting at verse 36. And Jesus prays in Gethsemane. Then Jesus went with them to the olive grove called Gethsemane, and he said, "Sit here while I go over there to pray." He took Peter and Zebedee's 2 sons, James and John, and he became anguished and distressed. He told them, "My soul is crushed with grief to the point of death. Stay here and keep watch with me." He went on a little farther and bowed his face to the ground, praying, "My Father, if it is possible, let this cup of suffering be taken away from me. Yet I want your will to be done, not mine." Then Jesus returned to the disciples and found them asleep. He said, "Peter, couldn't you watch with me even 1 hour? Keep watch and pray so that you will not give in to temptation. For the spirit is willing, but the body is weak." And sometimes that is my prayer. I said, Lord, the spirit is willing, but the body is weak. There are times when I know I've gotten distracted. There are times when in the early morning hours, I'm like, oh Lord, I just need another 15, 20 minutes of sleep. And I fell under some conviction sometimes. It's like, Sonia Lee, come on. Your spirit is willing, but the body is weak. You have to keep prepared. Just like any athlete, they have to keep their body conditioned in season and out of season, right? So maybe you're in a season where, everything is going fine and, you haven't really had many attacks. But even as soldiers, as athletes, you still have to be ready. You still have to be prepared, right? You don't want to see an out of shape athlete, right, that has to try to get back and train. It's usually a lot more difficult. It's more difficult to try to get back in shape than it is to maintain the shape that you've worked so hard. So I encourage you, let us not get out of shape. We're well into August now, well past the 21 days where we felt energized. So my dear brothers and sisters, let us not fall asleep in the spirit. Let us keep our bodies and our spiritual man in shape so that when the enemy comes, that we can indeed be ready for battle, that when life's different tactics and distractions come, that we're already centered and focused. So spiritual checkup, you never know when another one's coming. Until next time, God bless you and goodbye.